Knife versus bat versus crowbar. What wins? All right, so I still think knife comes out on top, but I think crowbar beats bat. You know, I'm not sure. That's really tough. Crowbar is like bat plus, yeah, but it's a little harder to wield because like everyone knows how to like wield a baseball bat, and if you don't, you find out like 3 seconds in. Whereas holding a crowbar with both hands and swinging it is awkward compared to swinging a bat with both hands. So I don't know. Crowbar is actually bat plus knife. Sorry, what? Hold on. It moved up. It's hard to swing as a bat, yet it has the same damage. Can easily leave deep knife-like wounds if it's sharp enough. Remember, okay, here's the problem. I agree with you, but the problem is that you have to remember the hypothetical is that it's a clone of yourself. Like you and your clone are fighting, or there's two. Okay, let's make it more even. There's 2 clones of you fighting, and you get to watch with some popcorn. Okay, so there's 2 clones of yourself fighting, and they are both equally unskilled with a knife and a crowbar and a bat, wielding those, and they're equally unskilled in combat or whatever. Who's winning? And it's like, all right, I say knife, because all it takes is like one lunge of a knife, and that's it. It's over. Whereas with a baseball bat, you're gonna have to hit a couple times, and I think like in the kerfuffle of the fight, the knife just has way more lethality. Now, a crowbar into the mix, I don't know. I think a crowbar would be harder to land a killing blow than it would be with a knife. I thought you were Team Bat. I've never been on Team Bat. That is propaganda of the highest order. You can go on Twitter if you would like and see me interacting with the hit YouTuber Internet Historian, where he says and agrees that knife would win, and I say, based and knife pilled, I don't say that actually. I say something to that extent. I have receipts. Do you? Internet Historian also mentioned that the Witcher video is coming very soon in his Metal Gear Solid explainer. Did he really? Man, I'm so bad at talking to other YouTubers. I wish there was 2 of me. Okay, now will let me equip this. Why won't it let me equip the heavy weapons? This is such a scuffed playthrough, you know that? Out of ammo? No, I have ammo, look. It's green. Okay, it's not working. Maybe the assault rifle one he's doing. How are you not dead? Yeah! We did it. Seriously, why can't I use my weapons? This is bullshit. I would have used the weapon there. I'm not gonna cheat. It's cheating for the right reasons. Okay, Dream. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, for fuck's... For Jeff. Alright, you know what? You know what? Here we go. I don't know what to do. We hold it. Hold on. We hold it. We cook. Well, you went in the elevator! I'm sorry. Were you? Is that where you were going? Oh, you know what we do? You know what we do? He runs to the elevator. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw them all in here, okay? And then grenade. And then he runs in. What the f- We did it. Quick save. Look at all this ammo we're getting for a gun that we can't fucking use. It's just so great. Are you able to turn on fast weapon switch so you don't have to confirm weapon choice? Does opposing force have that? Turn on fast... What happened? There's a glitch in the game that if you don't jump at the end of elevator rides when they're going down, you can get stuck to the floor and you can't move and you have to reload. Alright, I'm stuck. Barnacle, are those in range? It doesn't look like it. I guess they must be. Oh, it goes forever. Okay, I didn't realize that. Alright. You're kidding, right? Although I gotta say, I'm really enjoying this game for the context of seeing different parts of the facility and like someone else doing something at the same timeline as the base game, because I I really enjoy storytelling like that. That shows you different things from different perspectives. It's also making all of the deaths in Zen canon because it's taking forever for Gordon to sort this all out. Like, he's been in there for a while and we're still fighting enemies here. You must really like The Last of Us 2 then? In theory, yes. But it just didn't tell an interesting story, unfortunately. That did damage! How did this get past QA? Well, it's almost a certainty that it's the modern hardware that's causing these glitches, right? Like, it wasn't like this back then. Can I... There's no way I can kill this thing, right? I mean, we're gonna try. Yeah, it would definitely be dead by now, right? Did I turn it? Oh, you're hitting me now. That's not fair. Remember yesterday when like the laser would make it less accurate and now it's like super accurate with the laser on? What was that all about? It's only accurate when fired at an enemy with a laser. It's got the tracking. It's like the rocket launcher, only for bullets. All right. Why are all the vents human sized? Just late 90s video game things. Early 2000s too. Obstructed? What do you mean? Oh. Gearbox, valve. Very nice. I just think that the computer nerds just wanted to have a killer app, so they just all decided collectively to just say that Half-Life is the greatest game ever. And then PC has the glorious PC Master Race exclusive game that the console peasants don't get to have. That's basically what happened. Like, it's a good game, don't get me wrong, but you know. Did we just say no and left? Don't know what Joe's talking about. Half-Life was the best FPS of its time. That could be true, but at the same time, just because it's the best of something doesn't mean that it was particularly fantastic. I know that may sound kind of weird, but I played it at the time, and I liked it. Like, I really did. I really liked it. But I wasn't, like blown away like I was when I played, like, Mario 64 for the first time, Ocarina of Time, you know, like, Total Annihilation, you know, like, even some PC games I thought were better. Like, it's good, don't get me wrong, it really is good. It's not a, like a masterpiece or, like, a classic to me. Deus Ex is a better PC game anyway. Well, Deus Ex came out in one country at a time. There's no such thing as console wars, and Half-Life 1 was considered one of the best. Okay, you guys know I was, like kidding, right? Like, I'm sure some people were like that, but I don't actually think that's the only reason people like the game. Sorry, I should have made that clear. That's not, like, an actual theory. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Let's see. Is this still accurate? All right, so let's see. If you fire without the red light on, right on. Ooh. Excuse me? So if it's fired at a wall or like if it's not fired at an enemy, then this is pinpoint accurate and this isn't. But if it's fired at an enemy, this is pinpoint accurate and this isn't. Critic mode activated. You have no idea how true that is. Oh, it's a gearbox. Oh shit. Marik, I have something I would like you to do before Metal Gear Solid. It's gonna be a hard task. I think you can pull it off. I'm gonna be the guy from John Wick, and you're gonna be John Wick, and this is your impossible task. Isn't John Wick the guy from John Wick? No, the bad guy who's the one who says Baba Yaga, who's like kind of old and inexplicably can like hold his own in a fist fight against John Wick. Like, what the fuck's that all about? Hot take: John Wick kind of falls apart at the end. What the fuck? All right, it's on. That's tepid at best. What do you mean it's tepid at best? There's people disagreeing with it right now in the chat. Oh. Oh, I thought I did the thing up there. I've wanted to play this game for years and years and years, and for some reason I just couldn't be bothered. So I guess I didn't really want to play it. But here we are. Through the power of voted games. I mean, I guess I added this on myself, so it was my decision, ultimately. So, yeah. I am tempted to say my real name, because if I said my real name, then maybe I would stop having to worry about accidentally slipping up on it, and also I could stop having this, like, dissociation episodes where I'm like, am I Joe? Or am I Horatio? Like, who am I? Just change your name to Joseph Henderson? Yeah, that could work. Quoi? What killed me? Joe, what did you ask Marik to do? I haven't asked Marik to do anything yet. I have to DM him. Oh, the throwing grenades over. Okay. Well, I'm having fun. How many of you say that when you're playing a game and you're not having fun now? Because I say that even when I'm not streaming. I do, and I hate you. Hey, who's your favorite bro? Joe. How about you? Who's your favorite bro? Alright, so... Oh, crap! Okay. How come this guy's a god? Alright, dead god. Alright, is this the equivalent part of the game where if I blow up one of these, it's just game over? No. Alright, thread the needle. Thread the needle. Thread the needle. Yeah! Yeah! Shots 1 to 5 clearly missed. Shots 6 to 9 missed due to recoil, bad spray control. Shots 10 to 11 very close, but recoil and inaccuracy make these reasonable misses. Shot 12 likely didn't actually fire because Hiko was already dead. I know this meme. I like this meme a lot. This meme is posted on the Hunt Showdown subreddit a lot. People who play Hunt Showdown on the subreddit are like just convinced that cheats do just not exist for their game, that only uses easy anti-cheat. Like there have been like clips posted to that subreddit of as close as you can possibly get of like objectively verifiable proof of cheating when it comes to just impossible shots that aren't just like actual like wall hacks, like someone shot you from 1,000 meters away when you weren't even loaded in. And there will still be people in the comments like saying no, this is a reasonable shot. Someone could have just known that you were there and shot through 3 layers of wall and a barrel and hit you in the head exactly at that right moment while you were sprinting across the field. And it's just like, oh no, what the fuck? How? Where did he come from? These ones we can shoot without blowing up the whole facility. Nope. Alright, let's just casually do it again. The other fun thing they found out in Hunt Showdown recently was that I can't show it because the crosshair is so small. But imagine a typical crosshair, right? That is like, you know, make I don't know, like 4 inches between your thumb and your middle finger on the screen right now. That's like a vertical, and then like 4 inches on a horizontal axis, right, in the center of your screen. And that's the for hip firing shotguns. That's where the bullets are supposed to go, right? And they found out that that's actually a complete lie, and it's actually a lot smaller than that. Like the spread of the pellets of the shotgun are actually half the size of where the reticule is on the screen. So like if you've been playing the game for a long time like I have, using shotguns and thinking they're super inconsistent because there's so many times where the guy is in your crosshair and you fired it and he's not taking any damage, well, it's because he's literally out of the crosshair because the crosshair is lying to you, and you have to aim your shot better than you think. I love the game, but it's just like it's put together so crappily in some ways. There's also the I don't know if this is I think this is in quite a lot of games. There's like, so there's peeker's advantage in multiplayer, where peeker's advantage is because you can peek out. Say like you're firing a shot and you peek out and you fire. Well, because the other person has to get the update that you moved from the server, you could get your shot off before the guy really knows that you're out. You know, when you get shot in a multiplayer game, like it's kind of like, you know, looking at the sunset. The sun is already set. It's just the light is finally getting to you. When you get shot in a multiplayer game, you know, like, because of latency and everything, you actually got shot, you know, a moment before and you don't know it. Well, it's a little bit different than that in Hunt Showdown, because not only is there peeker's advantage because it's a multiplayer game, but the camera in the character's head is not in their head. The camera that you so right now you're viewing the character's eyes, right, and it's just miming that there's an arm and a gun in the bottom of the screen, right, and where the character's like camera might be in their chest for all we know, right? Like, who knows where the camera is in this game? People probably know. So in Hunt Showdown, the camera, like your head, is actually in the right shoulder of the character model, okay? In the right shoulder. So you think it's in your head, but it's not. It's in the right shoulder. So you can poke out like this, right? And so it's right peek advantage, right side advantage. So you could peek out like this, right? And I could see, but on the other like say there was an enemy player in front of me right now, the other player is only seeing like a tiny little sliver of the right side of my head and my shoulder. And that's it. Whereas I can see them completely. And the same thing is true on the other side. So if I went on the left side here, right, and I went out like this, I by the time my head is poking out, not only is my head out, my whole entire body is out to get my right shoulder to be out to be able to see. So like way more of my body is being stuck out in order to be able to see and shoot than if I went from the right hand side. So if you know this, you should always approach. I think it's either right or left. I think it's definitely one of the shoulders. So if you know this, whenever you're fighting someone or you're moving around cover in the game, you should always move from left to right when it comes out of cover to have like a absolutely gigantic advantage when it comes to to shooting people. There have been like clips of this where like the other person like can has full visibility, like they can see the other person, and the other person on the other side can't even see them at all. So as much as I love the game, it's full of like little shit like that. I'm also convinced, and this is probably not true, I'm also convinced that if you ever were using dual wield pistols and you fire at anyone at all, it just rolls the dice to see if you get a headshot. Like, it doesn't give a shit about where the bullets go or anything. It just rolls the dice. It's like, did you get a headshot? You did? Okay, cool. There you go. You're done. How do I break this open? There's also one that I've never seen anyone talk about that I found this out, and I was using it to my advantage in Hunt Showdown as well. If you're sprinting and you're dual wielding pistols, and so sprinting is like left shift, if you double tap fire coming out of sprint while you're using dual pistols, you will fire both of your pistols at the same time for double damage. And in all of my like tips videos that I've watched on YouTube and all the discussions I've read, I have never seen anyone talk about this. And like I kill people like that all the time. Just straight up stream Hunt sounds fun. Yeah, but I saw. You don't get it, man. Like I play Hunt like I play Half-Life the way I play Hunt. I play it like it's Doom Eternal. I jump around. I take lots of shots. I'm super risky. I die a lot. The only reason I have a solid KDA ratio and I'm like I was 5 stars for a bit was because like the matches where it just goes my way and I get like fucking like 9 kills, you know? Like, it's just... Alright. Green screen warning. How many are there? Alright, I'm just going. How many are there? You know what? Fuck it. I'm killing them all. I'm killing them all. I decided. I'm killing them all. Oh, this is the way. Alright. I've decided I'm not killing them all. You guys aren't allowed in here. Sometimes I think that the game that we're making doesn't have enough enemy variety, and then I play opposing force, and I'm like, you know what? Okay, are they just spawning forever? Fair to the rules, and I hit the ground running? Alright, and now, the genius move that they'll never expect. Getting stuck in the water. Go! Okay. What the f- you guys just waiting? Yo, all of you at the same time! Coordinated! What the fu- Haha! Alright. Oh, there was health over there the whole time? One section like this wasn't enough? I did it on purpose. I thought it would be funny. Oh, they're baby ones. Wait, hold on. Wait. No.
It's Shepard. Hey, stand back and I'll cut it. We're gonna need your help. I got a bad feeling about this mission. It's good to see you, sir. Okay. Sir, keeping you in one.
Oh. Oh, it crashed. It crashed. Alright. Oh. It crashed again instantly at the same spot. You can see it now, right? Alright, here we go. Oh, it's working now. Oh, okay, cool. Alright. That's good. Thank you, Big Titty Moth Girlfriend. Marcy Senpais for the resub. Thank you very much. Alright, I don't think I can knife these guys.
Alright, you scout ahead. Sure, we can do more damage that way. Okay, you want some of me? Affirmative, sir. Watch your fires. Okay, watch it, Corporal. Right on. Keeping you in one piece is proving to be quite a challenge.
Oh, you were right, Chatter.
Friendly, okay.
See, he can't see me because the camera's in my shoulder. See, I could see him, but he couldn't see me there. See, that's what I'm talking about. Really? So this doesn't explode. How is this still funny to you all? I don't get it. All of comedy is timing, and the 3 taps afterwards that lead to the explosion. Just boom, boom, boom. We love you, just goofing around. Ah, man, I should have streamed Cyberpunk then. Cyberpunk was just peak me on my bullshit. Joe's least favorite class is the sniper. Yeah, you want to talk about that? Let's talk about snipers in Hunt Showdown. I don't even think there should be snipers in Hunt Showdown. Just walking across the field and all of a sudden, oh, some guy that you didn't realize had been sitting in the bush with a fucking piss bottle for the past 30 minutes, both in game and out of game, just domes you in the head because you just happen to walk by their favorite bush. Bushwookies just ruined that game, man. You mad? Yeah, I'm so mad. Don't get me wrong, like, I've landed some long-distance sniper shots off too. Not that many, I'm not that good at it, but I have done it. And it's satisfying, but like in a multiplayer game, I feel like there should be more of a incentive for both sides of the equation to be having fun instead of just one person having a good time. And in this time, it's the sniper, you know? Especially with how easy it is to just pop a stam shot and just fuck off to the extract if someone finds out where your bush is. Did you see Dan Olsen's video on why it's rude to be bad at Warcraft? I've tried to watch his videos before and I don't really like it. So, you know, like something about his style just I don't enjoy it. But if the video is about what I think it is, then I agree with the premise for sure. Yeah. Like you think I'm a psychopath now? when I played World of Warcraft and I was a tank. I don't know if I've said this on stream before. Maybe I have. I'm not proud of this, okay? I'm not proud of this. But when I was playing World of Warcraft and I was a tank and I queued into a 5-man, I would inspect everyone's gear, and if it wasn't gemmed and enchanted, I wouldn't pull until they harked out and got gems and enchants. And if you were AFK, you got vote kicked. You know, I don't think that's dick behavior, though. Go get gems and enchants is dick behavior. I'm not proud of it. I mean, it's funny, but also, if you pulled for me, I would stop pulling. Like, I'm the tank, I get to dictate the pace of the run, which would be, like, blazing fast. I would pull the run like a maniac if the healer had mana. So it's like, you're not waiting for me. But if you start pulling mobs, I stop pulling. Like, that's the end of that. There were multiple times where me and Weeaboo Bill would end up in fucking, like, 5-man standoffs where I would just, like, no, this guy's a dick, we're vote kicking him. He's doing like 2k DPS. Everyone else is in like fucking like 15k. Like, no, we're vote kicking him. And then the other DPS would form a union, and because Weeaboo Bill was the healer, so like the DPS would form a union, and they'd be like, no, we're not voting the low DPS. And me and Bill were the tank and the healer, so you needed 4 people to vote someone off. So I swear to God, there were multiple times we would sit in an instance for like an hour. Just an hour sitting in front of the boss being like, well, I'm not tanking until you vote this guy off. Just things you could do when you didn't have kids. Just like, oh man, it's so petty and stupid. My policy was if you pulled it, you tank it. So, and I would type that out while tanking because I was amazing at World of Warcraft, so I was able to multitask a lot. Okay, I don't brag often when it comes to gameplay skills, but I was amazing at World of Warcraft. So like I would just type you pull it, you tank it, and I would just sit there and I would purposefully not tank the monster that they had pulled, and they would just die. And if they did it multiple times and they didn't learn that lesson, then I would just, like, you know, I'm gonna pull this car around. I would be funny about it. Like, I would make jokes. I would be kind of jovial at first. I wasn't like an asshole right off the bat. Like, if someone, usually I would inspect someone if their DPS was low, and if I saw they didn't have gems and enchants, then I would say go fucking gem and enchant your gear. But like if their DPS was high enough that it never occurred to me to even check, then, you know, why would I? No, Joe, you are the one guy. How am I the one guy? Just instituting standards for DPS and tanks. The tank is the glue that holds the whole group together. Almost everyone who raided in World of Warcraft, like, knew a tank that was like the backbone of the whole entire group, and if they didn't show up, that's it, you're not raiding that night. Typical ego tank? Yeah, you deserve it. You everything's riding on you. You need to know your shit. It's the most important role in the raid. Maybe it's not anymore. WoW has chilled out a bunch. Has it really? I thought the raids were getting, like, more and more complicated every single tier. I agree you're conceited because you earned the right to be. Kinda, yeah. I mean, it's only in the game. It's not like, you know, I'm walking down the street, like, thinking, yeah, they don't know I'm a tank in World of Warcraft. Respect me. I don't do that anymore. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, what the fuck? Where did you guys come from? There's one more, isn't there? I feel like the reason why I can engage with chat on stream, and also how I learned how to explain things in terms of game mechanics, was because of raid leading in World of Warcraft. Like, it's very difficult to stream, especially with all the talking, but like, I regularly used to, like, raid for like 5 hours multiple times a week, and I would just not stop talking the whole entire time doing raid callouts and all that other shit. So I think that's why. There were a lot of couples that met on World of Warcraft. We had some couples in the guild for a while. Some of them were really bad. There was this, in Wrath of the Lich King, there was this holy priest. Holy was the spec. This holy priest. And I don't know how she possibly did this, but, like, I don't know if like, she just would like to go AFK sometimes during fights, and she had, like, a suicide command or whatever, but I swear to God, there were some fights where it'd be the boss has been, I pull the boss, and the boss has been on me for, like, I don't know, like, less than a second, and I look up, and when Holy Priest died, they would turn into a huge angel, and they would have like 10-15 seconds of grace period where they could still do healing before they were dead for sure. And for some reason, like, sometimes in the fight, there's no damage mechanics. They're going to go out. Like, the boss has been on for a second, and I look up, and there's the angel standing in the rain. Like, how did you die? How did you die? Like, it's 1 second. My health is full. I haven't been healed once. How did you die? Just like, what the fuck? Just had so many horrible people in the guilds. And when you were a guildie, like, I would like, you know, make sure your gear is gemmed and enchanted and shit. But I would be really patient with teaching people, and I got people to endgame content that had never raided before in their whole entire life. And I would even do, because I was obsessed with the game, I would even do weekend like pickup groups where I would take a pickup group with some guild alts from my guild that was like a progression guild, like top 2 on the server. And I would take some alts, like maybe, I don't know, 10, 11 alts of people in my guild on Friday, and the rest would be pickup group, and I would get them to kill Lich King. Like, in Wrath of the Lich King, and they'd some of them had never raided before, and they were like, oh my god, I can't believe I got to kill the Lich King. Like, I would do that every weekend. It was one of my favorite things to do. You know, you have to have gems and enchants though. But there was so many bad players, and I don't know, I kind of enjoyed doing the best with some subpar players. You know, like, how far can we push progression and shit, and like, can we still get this done? It was really interesting and fun. Our healing officer made one of the girls in the guild cry once. And I'm still not sure if I handled that right or not. So what happened was, we were doing Ulduar in Wrath of the Lich King, all right? So we were in Ice Crown Citadel tier, right? And that we were in the last tier of the expansion, and for whatever reason we decided that we wanted to go back to see Ulduar. I think maybe we were getting fragments for the healing legendary, something like that, in optional boss in Ulduar called Algalon. So this was the hardest boss in the raid, and you had to get a special item and do a bunch of different things and do the rest of the bosses on hard mode to unlock it. It's actually really fucking cool. I loved Ulduar. Ulduar is probably my favorite raid instance in the whole entire game. So we were going through the raid, and a lot of people really did not want to be there, okay? And this mage was one of them. So she kept saying, you know, we're not gonna do all the optional fights, right? And we're not gonna do Algalon, right? We're just gonna be in and out, right? So, and we're like, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So then we went over and we beat the Council of Iron or whatever. I can't remember exactly what boss dropped it, but the quest item for Algalon dropped. So now, and she won the role for it, so she got it, and all of a sudden she now was like, maybe we should kill Algalon. And the healing officer piped up on vent and said, oh, so now you want to full clear the instance and kill that boss. And she burst into tears. And I was the guild leader, and she messages me, and she's like, this is the first time I've cried in the world of Warcraft. That was the line she said to me, and I've never forgotten it. Because it was so funny, the wording. She said the whole game title. Anyway, she was also the player. She wasn't very good. She was also the player. And she was not alone in having this problem. It was a really big problem with almost everyone in the guild. And this is one of the reasons why we petered out in Cataclysm. Was that people would use their mouse to click their abilities and their keyboard to move. And there was one warlock we had, and he, honest to God, used click to move. he used click to move. And it was like it was a really awkward, like, crickets chirping moment one night when he was like, yeah, but I know it's using click to move is like it's not efficient, but you know, like I'm constantly doing more damage than most people in here, so like it's fine. And this was clearly a player that does not run parsing meters and everything, and just assumed that he was really good at the game because he was constantly hitting buttons when he was one of our worst DPSers in the whole entire guild. Okay, like, and he's just like, okay, I wonder why, because he used fucking click to move. Like, no fucking wonder. So we were fighting the last boss in Blackwing Descent. So like we kept failing on this fight at this point because people weren't getting their interrupts off, and I said, you know, like what's the problem? And this mage popped up on vent and said, you know, like I don't have enough hotkeys to put my interrupt on a hotkey. And I was like, okay. And there's like this weird pause, and I'm like, how many hotkeys do you have? And she's like, 6. And I'm like, are they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6? And there's this huge, long, pregnant pause. And then, yes. And then I spent the rest of the night teaching her, like, you know, map a hotkey to Q and to F and to E and to Z and to X and to C. Like, what? Oh, you're in the way. What? What? Jeff, no! Jeff, no! J-Man, no! Only 6 minutes, Insomnium! Only 6 minutes, Insomnium! This is what it's like when worlds collide. Aw, oh, for fuck's sake! God fucking damn it! You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? Let me just scoot right past you there. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. You I will have to kill. This is so awkward. Because I'm not hitting the lamp. I was hitting the part of the box that the metal frame part, and it was fucking up my momentum when I was trying to jump. Oh no! Let me out! 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 Let me out!
I guess you're a good guy, Corporal. Listen, you've got to get down below. There's something coming through, and it's the nastiest looking thing yet. Some of your buddies went down there a while ago, and I haven't seen them since.
Joe, you shouldn't play Blue Shift? You'd rather I just didn't stream at all? Because that's what's going to happen if we don't play Blue Shift. I'll just sit here and put you all through more World of Warcraft war stories on a black screen. Burning Crusade? Where'd this come from? How do they just have a whole other portal that they're getting the samples from? Ooh, full heal. They're not messing around. Oh, it heals faster this time. That's nice. Oh, we weren't supposed to go in it. Something comes out. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, so we don't go in it. We shoot it? It doesn't feel like it's taking any damage to me is the problem. Again? No, no, not teleporter. It's afraid. It's afraid. That's a great movie, isn't it? Starship Troopers, in case anyone doesn't know. It's a great movie. Scumbag quick save. Oh, God damn the ladders. Awesome. Just awesome. Ladder's broken, right? Oh. God, I forgot I had that. Grenade! For Bearder! There we go, got him. Now you're dead. We've done it. We've beat the opposing force. Better or worse than Half-Life 1 boss? I think better. If there was better conveyance on the Half-Life 1 boss, though, I think that would be better.
So, Corporal Shepard, we meet at last. Please don't think that I've been avoiding you. A great many matters require my attention in these troubled times. I do hope you understand. And now I require a further indulgence on your part. I cannot close my report until every loose end has been tied up. The biggest embarrassment has been Black Mesa.
When do we get to play as G-Man? That would be a pretty good game, right? Tying up all the loose ends. Hitting people with your briefcase. Okay, what do you want me to do?
Quite so. But there is still the lingering matter of witnesses. I admit I have a fascination with those who adapt and survive against all odds. They rather remind me of myself. If for no other reason, I have argued to preserve you for a time. While I believe a civil servant like yourself understands the importance of discretion, my employers are not quite so trusting, and rather than continually subject you to the irresistible human temptation of telling all, we have decided to convey you somewhere you can do no possible harm, and where no harm can come to you. I'm sure you can imagine there are worse alternatives.
Curfew approaches. Oh, we don't get a choice on this one. Okay, that tracks. Shepard detained. Further evaluation pending. Half-Life opposing force. And we never saw Shep again. Okay, hold on. Let's be a little fair right now, okay? We've only ever seen Gordon once more after this too, okay? It's not like there's been like acres of Gordon Freeman, but like no Shepard. All right, I think it crashed again. That's what happens. All right, cool. All right, so that was Half-Life opposing force. Honestly, I gotta say, not bad. It was all right. It was definitely more Half-Life. I'll give it that. Judging it from modern standards is not really fair. Just like judging Half-Life 1 from modern standards isn't fair. Like, it was still a pretty okay time. Like, it was good. When it came out, it was probably pretty great. Better final boss? I think so, yeah. I think it has a better final boss than Half-Life 1, but it still wasn't great. But if like it doesn't need to be like as blatant as like a health bar, but if there was just better ways to know if you're even doing the right thing on the last boss in Half-Life 1, that would definitely be the better boss. Like the yellow lights around it probably should be enough, but it seemed that even Chad agreed that it wasn't. So that's a pretty good sign that even though it is obvious in retrospect, it needs to be. It could have been handled a bit better, I think. Thoughts on the weapons? It's the only Half-Life where wacky alien weapons fall out. I like it. Well, I barely used them because they didn't feel all that fun to use for me. I think if they could have done them. Well, also one of the gun I didn't even get to fire because it was broken. I wonder if there was a game there where they could have forced you to use them instead of using the conventional weapons. That might have been fun. I don't know. The lightning one was pretty good because it had infinite ammo. Let us move over to Blue Shift, which I hear is pretty short. All right, this time, we are using enable HD models. Oh,
Good
this,
morning, and
this doesn't
welcome
bode
to
well.
the Black Mesa Transit System.
Fucking auto aim. What? Well, that hasn't been working.
Please keep your limbs inside the train at all times.
G-Man,
Do not
G-Man, the lab coats can come off. You don't wear them at home. What? There's laundry here.
destination.
This was, as far as I know, meant to be a Dreamcast exclusive game. What is the lore around this game? It was made by fans, made by Gearbox, maybe made by Valve, maybe adopted into the trilogy, maybe canon, maybe not, maybe DLC, maybe not, maybe a console exclusive, maybe PC, maybe not even like cost too much, didn't cost anything. Like this game is just like so much information about it. We need Professor Helper here. What the fuck is this? That's cool. I'd eat there. I'd eat a Big Tony's Pizza. Did we really need another tram? Alright, here we are. This is us. This is us. This is me.
Hell if I know. Friends like you. Man. Hey, Calhoun. Looks like we're in for a long day today. Have a good one, Calhoun.
No! Subject B.
Trains are
Calhoun.
transferring to the Sector C line
Barney?
of the transit system.
2 years, Marston
This is
College,
the medium
undecided
security
major.
area
Yep.
of the Black
About that beer I owe ya. Clearance level 3. Oh, that's the same as Gordon. Disaster response priority, preservation of facility, equipment, and materials. Oh, new model just dropped. Welfare of research personnel. When do we play as one of the forklift drivers in the next game? Aw, invisible wall? Aw, come on. Oh, we're the guy that we saw at the beginning. That's nice. Gordon! Only 6 minutes insomnia, Gordon! Gordon! Weird glasses. Why does he look like Max Payne?
Okay, I think I got it.
Sorry about that, Calhoun. We've been having problems all over the facility this morning.
Success.
System crashes,
Aha,
security
science.
malfunctions. It's a wonder this whole place hasn't shut down yet.
Nice foreshadowing. I get so much enjoyment out of my little head movements with the camera when we play first person game. Like, like I'm so easy to abuse, man. Whoa, here we go.
Nice of you to show
Hey.
up this morning, Calhoun. Yeah, I know. Problems with the access system. Hope you're ready for a long shift.
A blue shift.
Shouldn't you be guarding some donuts and coffee right about now?
Whoa. Alright, we're not wearing the uniform already, right? We have to change into it. Hood. Lombardi.
Hey, catch me later. I'll buy you a beer.
Alright, you know I'm not Gordon, right? This is within theoretical limits. Yes. This will inexplicably use the recharge machines as we go in for armor. Inexplicably, somehow.
Uh-oh, now what? Looks like some people are having problems with the main access lift in Sector G.
Why don't you go over there and see what you can do?
Sector G for G-Man.
Calhoun, you know you can't go on duty without your sidearm and uniform.
Yeah! Where is it? Oh, I have to go to the armory. Okay, it's not here.
How's it going? Here you go, Calhoun. I know you're not on the schedule for a couple more days, but if you want to squeeze in a few shots in the range, there's plenty of room. You want on your tombstone.
Alright, so we're not allowed to kill anyone in this one. What is... What? God, what is it? It's dough and a nut. Why are they called dough nuts? Did they all always have nuts on them before?
Are you crazy?
Are you? Who the hell's that?
Good morning, Gordon.
Yeah, this is not how this went. This is not how this went at all. There's no bunny hopping. There's no jumping around. They missed the beat there. They really should have had him like, woo, 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 and the other guy being like, good morning, Gordon. No one's addressing it. They really missed the beat there. That would have been so funny. All right, I'm ready for duty.
Have a good one, Calhoun.
Counselor Barney reporting for duty. Duty. Oh, I can't kill anyone in this run. What the hell? This is so shit. Oh, sorry.
I overheard someone say that all the trams on this end of the facility are having problems.
All the trams are wrong. All right, I'll walk it then. I'll walk it. I don't care. I'll walk it. Portal or Half-Life? I prefer Portal. I think Portal 2 is... Portal 1's really, really good. I don't know if I prefer Portal 2 or Portal 1. I think maybe I prefer Portal 2. Either way, I think Portal 1 and 2 are just some of the best games ever made. And Half-Life is good, but it's not that good to me. Half-Life 2 is better than Half-Life 1, though. Which game would you rate 10 out of 10? Outer Wilds, probably Undertale, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 6, Doom Eternal, Disco Elysium is 10 out of 10. Your Mom, believe it or not, 10 out of 10. Because she could take all 10. Let's go.
Pay you people to mosey around
Whoa.
with your own convenience. Make this thing work.
Oh dear!
Shit. Danganronpa V3, 5 out of 10, but a 10 out of 10 ending. Oh dear. Oh no! This is pretty cool. Ah, Gordon, help me! Help me, Gordon! Reporting for duty. Oh, these things can eat. Pretty cool you had your back turned for half it. I don't think so. I think I saw most of that. Yes! Oh, it wasn't the suit. It wasn't the suit. Alright, let's fix this elevator. That's what we're here to do. Uh-oh. Matt? Alright, can't shoot through the gap. What am I supposed to do then? Can't just open it. Oh, the door just opens. Okay.
Calhoun, How did you get through the power lock? Well, it doesn't matter. The only other way out of here is through the canal. If you do make it to the surface, don't tell anyone I'm down here. I think they're trying to kill us all. Now get out of here. The canal is where you want to be.
Uh-oh. Zombie? Man, if my game has any glitches, that's just fucking unacceptable, huh? Fucking hell. Do you know how much pressure that is? That's so much pressure. You find one single solitary glitch in the game, huh? Joe clearly didn't play this at all. He would have found this. Like, just, god damn it, man. Alright, where we go? South Tunnel access. Alright. You know what? Playing these again, and I hope this opinion holds up when we go to Half-Life 2. Playing this again, it made me realize how much I didn't appreciate Half-Life 2 and how much it improved on this. Because Half-Life 2 is just a banger, man. So much cool shit in Half-Life 2. Oh, we got some armor scraps and we put it together, a new helmet. Did you know that until Half-Life 2 came out, like there were no physics? Like physics didn't exist until Half-Life 2. I'm not talking about in games. Valve made that happen. Most jobs related to developing video games aren't very fun. I would say that most creative jobs aren't all that fun for the most part, and you get a lot more enjoyment in creative pursuits from finishing something rather than working on it. Although that's not always the case, and sometimes you can get into periods where you find just the act of creating very enjoyable. But I think for most people, especially when they've worked on something or worked on a craft for a long time, it starts to be about getting something finished and the fulfilling product. Now, in terms of something like maybe with drawing, maybe that's not the case. I would definitely guess with music it's not the case, because there's a real amount of like pleasure and joy in actually like hearing the music like come out as you're performing. That in itself can be very, very enjoyable and a good thing. Whereas I don't feel that way for writing. Usually when I'm writing, I'm not really having a good time. Sometimes I am, but not really. And I prefer the end product. I prefer to have written than to be writing, if that makes sense. I'm not sure how it is for visual art. Ooh, the updated shotgun model is pretty good. Thoughts on the HD models so far? I think they're actually decent. I don't have any problems with them. Chat seems to like viscerally hate them for the most part, but excuse me, I think they're all right. The shotgun is definitely pretty good. Oh no! What the hell was that? Really, I love writing, but I hate getting myself to write. If you love writing, then you are unusual among writers. Not completely like unique, but unusual. I don't think I've ever met a writer in a creative writing group that really enjoys writing and prefers to do anything other than write. What kind of writing do you do? Lots of scriptwriters love it. Okay, maybe scriptwriting is different then. My theory is that the longer it is for you to be able to take a step back and look at something and like get a sense of how it's going, the less enjoyable the process is. And there is a just absolutely gigantic time between when you are writing something and when you can actually take a step back and see something formulating as a complete idea or product. Whereas with sketches, you can already kind of see it, although there is a delay there too. With music, you can hear how it's going. With coding, you can like start the program and see, does this little piece of it that I have going work? You can see progress and you can judge it. That doesn't mean there's no frustration in those areas either, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to writing, sometimes you have to finish the whole fucking owl before you can look at it and go, all right, is this even working, you know? I guess you could take it scene by scene. It depends on the kind of story, and maybe script is different. Script writing is different for that, because you can slice it down into each scene by scene that has to be acted out, and you can have like a cut. All right, how does this work on its own? Now this is the grass is greener. Is it? Do you think so? I don't just do writing, and I find writing is still way more frustrating and less enjoyable than video editing, for example, or audio editing is just tedious and I don't really like it, but I can still see the progress is being made. Video editing is a lot more fun than writing. but I feel more accomplished from the writing at the end than I do the video editing. Coding is 2% fun, 98% frustration. Okay, well that might be true, but like I didn't mean to say that coding was like didn't have any amount of frustration in it. Sorry if I did say that, because that's not what I think. I just think it's easier to measure your progress while you're coding, and there might be more setbacks in time. Like it's not, they're not completely analogous, but I think it's easier to take a step back and be like, okay, how is this going right now? Not true at all. Like I've done some coding and I think that's true. Like on bigger projects, maybe not, but like I'm not talking out of complete ignorance here. Like if you're doing if you're trying to get something to work and then you know hit play or whatever and it doesn't work, then you know it doesn't work. Whereas when it comes to writing, you might have to write like 10,000 words, and then only after the 10,000 words are done, you get to read it back and be like, all right, is this working? That's what I mean. Like, just because saying it's easier to judge doesn't mean it's easier to get success. You can also run a program, get it to work, and then there's an edge case that makes you redo the whole thing that you only find after a month. Well, that I would say is now we're getting into editing, and we have to compare editing instead of creating. But editing is a much larger process when it comes to coding, I think, because you have to add things to it, and that can break previous things that didn't work before. Now that can happen in writing, sure, but I think that happens more often in coding, or at least coders have to fix it, whereas writers can just be like, who cares? That can just not make sense. A lot of writers hate editing, so I don't know where the comparisons to those would be. And that's where my coding experience is completely null and void, because I never got to that point when I was doing some coding. Isn't this where we were earlier? Yeah, it is. Why are we back here now? What did we do? We can't go in here, right? Because there's a grinder right in the bottom? Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah, we can't. Alright. Whoops. Stop! Stop it! No! No. Why? That's a weird bug. Oh, okay, we just need to make a path, alright. Oh, it doesn't work! Oh, that's nice, I like that. That's really good. Well done, game. What did the game do? The HEV armor charger things don't work on our armor, because it's body armor from like, because we're a guard. But they're still in the game because the facility would have them, right? So that's really neat.
Why are we on disposal duty anyway? Just because Shepard's team didn't make it prep jobs.
How did they not think people were going to shoot them? Steam tunnel access. Still haven't gotten to space and space exploration, by the way, Boulder. I'm finding it pretty daunting and a little confusing how to first do it. I'm guessing I'm supposed to take a capsule up to the planet orbit and go to that planetary platform you find where there's a bunch of shit waiting for you and do your first round of science, but there's like no resources there, whereas I've scanned like multiple planets and asteroid belts, and those seem like a better bet to go. Like the asteroid belt seems like a good place to set up a base rather than orbit, but I don't know how to get there at first. How many hours have you been playing the mod so far? I don't know. I've capped out all the science before space science, and I'm just prepping for that now. Usually I just let it run. I set up a big huge core mining thing, and that was like the latest project I finished, and then I had to find a way to get all the ore and the copper and the stone run off into recyclers, otherwise the machine would back up. And then the coal backed up, so I had to like make a huge island and just fill it with radar stations and burners to burn off all the excess coal, because otherwise the coal backs up and then the core miners don't run anymore. And now I can't get all the all the fluids to go into all the storage containers I have, even though I have pumps at every stage of the way. They won't fill up, and I feel like it's kind of glitched or something. I don't know what to do. I don't understand how the fluid dynamics works in Factorio. I gotta say, there must be something to the level design in these games where I often say, where do I go? And then I usually find it fairly quickly, even though it's not always that obvious. Is everyone's planets, the first planetary system that you have in space exploration, is it always the same? Or is it random? Like what kind of planets and shit you can get? It's always an Earth-like planet? Yeah, but what about the rest of them in the solar system? That you don't know where to go, because I like to communicate to chat what's going on in my mind. I'm like, I don't exactly know where to go right now, and then usually I find it like almost right away after saying it. Yeah, sorry. There's a mod called Space Exploration for Factorio, which basically extends the game. It makes the current ending of Factorio, if you played it, Space Exploration basically makes that ending the prologue, and there's a whole like 3 trilogy game fucking after it of shit to do with in Factorio, with different systems and going to space and going to different planets and setting up rocket supply chains and shit like that. And I'm at the point where I'm about to go into space in the game, and I have sent a bunch of satellites up and found a bunch of different planets in my star system and moons, and I wanted to know if it's the same for everybody in your first star system. Coal liquefaction lets you turn coal into oil and oil products. I don't have that technology yet though, because you need to do some space research for that, right? Because I looked through, I googled it, like how do you guys handle this coal? Because I'm not smart enough to play Factorio on my own, so I will occasionally Google search something. And people were like coal liquefaction. I was like, I kind of remember that from the vanilla playthrough, and it's not on my tech list. I can't do it. I'm also gonna have to learn how to use logic circuits because I never use them in the base game. It turns Factorio into kind of like Dyson Sphere program. Yeah, only just so much more difficult. Again, kind of like what we were just talking about when it comes to writing and creating things in the creative process. It turns into something that you might not really enjoy when you're doing it, but when you are done and you step back from your project and you're kind of like, yeah, I did this, cool. It's really satisfying to pull something off that you might not have enjoyed putting together the whole time. Oh boy, once you go to orbital, you have to do circuits. Yeah, are they hard to learn? I'm guessing no. Man, I am really feeling the pinch on ammo. What can I do with circuits? Can I set it to a point where it's like if this container gets full, then turn power on of this machine next to it or something like that? Can I do that sort of thing or no? Yeah? Oh, that's gonna be really good for setting up like burning off excess materials and shit. Then that's good. Can I set it to if this fluid storage container gets full, flush the whole system? You need a comparator to compare levels, but yeah, okay. I don't know what that is, but I guess I'll figure it out. So you're not building a calculator. Comparators are the only logic component you really need. They compare the state of two things and can activate something else based on it. Okay, I've legitimately never made a logic circuit in Factorio, so I have actually no idea how it even looks like. So I'm guessing it might be a little confusing at first, but after I play with it a bit, I can learn it. I'm one of those people that doesn't make everything in machines in the game either, so sometimes I will just like get my character to just make like 1,000 of something and it's gonna take 4 hours, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, I don't care. Like, I'll just alt tab out and do something. I don't give a shit. That's like doing a dungeon without gems. Yeah, probably, but I'm playing solo, so who cares? I can be inefficient when it's just me. I'm not slowing anyone else down. Time to craft entire nuclear setup in character inventory. You know what? I don't go in for nuclear. I like all my energy to be renewable. Like I don't want to have to mess around with the potential of like, oh no, I ran out of fuel, or now I have to dispose of shit, or oh no, it got backed up and now I have no power running my whole entire thing. I just like have like literally like I think I have 15,000 solar panels on my main planet. And like fucking like 8,000 accumulator. Like I don't give a shit. I want the power to be there. Joke's on you, 15K is enough. Yeah, I'm feeling the pinch already. Yeah, I see. So that's how you're still planet bound. What do you mean? There's an even better solar panel upgrade in the future, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna upgrade all my solar panels. Yeah, I also put a core miner on literally every single core miner opening on the planet. Every single one, and there is a belt going, not a train, a belt going from every single one to the main central core mining thing. I've mined every single one. Now my planet is not, I have a smaller starter planet. I don't have a full-size starter planet. I can't remember what it was. I think it's like I think it's 4,000 radius. Trains are fun. Yeah, I have a train system. I just don't have a train system for this. I have lots of I hit the wrong button. Trains just didn't seem like the right tool for the job on this one. I think like I'm gonna train over the whole planet because all the mining nodes were so spread out. I thought that I'm stuck. Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, you know what? Maybe we're not finishing this game. Fucking hell. You're reaching into the basket of gameplay options of playing out the comically oversized bullet labeled wrong. I don't think I am though. What the hell? You know, do I have to fire Factorio and show you my fucking build and you have to tell me where it's wrong? Once it's established, the rate of fucking flow is the same. It doesn't matter. And if I have to build a bunch of fucking like the planet's huge, if I have to build a huge rail system, why don't I just build fucking belts? I have like I think 30 core miners, all right, and I have a belt going from each of them, right? And I have them split into like I think they're like on 10 on each belt. So each of them 10 core miners feeds into one central belt, and then that one central belt goes to the core facility on somewhere on the planet, and that's it. It's not like I have 30 fucking belts spread all over the fucking map that are all snaking down to one place. What you're a fucking ninja crab. 30 miners. I just wanted to do them all. I know it's not necessary, but I really wanted to do them all. Hey guys, how's it going? Oh, yeah, okay. Also, you're missing that trains are cool. I agree, trains are cool, and I want to use them. But for me, I thought that this wasn't just like, it's not that, oh, I didn't want to use them. I thought this was a better method and more reliable of just establishing a constant flow of the fragments going into the pulverizers instead of having to mess with trains going like across the whole entire map and them getting full up on like I would have to have like I don't know like 50 fucking trains. I didn't want to have to manage 50 fucking trains and fueling them all. Just do a belt. I think a bunch of people are erroneously assuming that the same rules apply to space exploration that they do base Factorio, and they don't even realize how the core miner mechanic works.
I appreciate your help, but I'm afraid those bastards did their damage already.
Stop fucking shooting on reload! Haha, right in the balls. Fucking dodges, man. That was awful. That was There's nothing up here. I, for one, am glad I don't have to see Joe's abomination of a Factorio. What's wrong with you? I haven't seen it and you're judging it. What's wrong with my base? You don't know. Sounds like it's too many red belts. As opposed to what? I had belts to spare. So? It does more damage because the HD model, right? That went well. I'll take it. That went well. Stormtrooper aim. Me or them? Any chance you'll play signals? No, because you probably hate my Factorio factory. Fuck you, I'm not playing your beloved indie Silent Hill 2, but it's shit game. No. No. Can't believe I'm being judged for this shit. Nothing wrong with belts. Never played Factorio, and yet you're judging. Silent Hill 2 stream when? Oh, Sweet Summer Child. Oh, I felt dirty just saying that just now. Oh, thank you for the gold, kind stranger. Alright, where are you done? You're in there, right? Yes, I can hear you. Let's shoot this out and it'll roll. Oh, what the hell? Actually stunned. Okay. The future. This is the future.
I'm afraid I'm not Dr. Rosenberg, but you'll still help me, won't you?
What would win, Crowbar or Wrench? Crowbar. Crowbar for sure. Just spawning forever, bros? Okay, really? Are they just spawning forever? Okay. Now we're done, right? Took some damage at the end there. God damn it. Alright. Oh, where'd you go? Those soldiers would arrive faster if they used trains instead. Can't wait to show my factory on stream. And people who have never played space exploration or even Factorio are just gonna light up the chat with fucking Lamayo, Lamayo, Lamayo. Oh my god, worst thing I've ever seen. And with no context whatsoever. Holy shit, what a bad factory. See, this tank would be able to move if it was on a belt. So true, Oomphy, but it's stuck on this shitty train instead. So true. So true. More people should be saying it. Why is it that a single belt stretching across the whole map, you know, sorry, hold on, let me do it the Reddit meme so you guys can understand. How is it like, oh, train rails stretching across the whole entire map, that's okay. Belt stretching across the whole entire map, everyone loses their fucking mind. Don't have to fuel the belt, doesn't take power. Oh, trains. I don't know how to work these. Oh, no. My weakness. Why can't this just be a belt?
Yes, I'm Dr. Rosenberg, although I'm not very familiar.
Oh, well, all right. Know how to do it.
It involves something that very few people in the facility are authorized to know about.
What's that?
The same technology
Ligma?
that brought about this catastrophe could also be our only way out. You see, I was involved in the very early work on teleporter technology. long before
All right,
the
let's
landing
go.
complex
Move it
was
on.
even
Let's
built.
go.
There may be enough equipment in the old lab to piece together a device that would allow us to teleport outside of the facility.
He sounds
As
familiar, yeah.
improbable as that may sound to someone like yourself. Of course, none of that does a whole lot of good while we're stuck in here. Perhaps I could help boost you through that vent in the ceiling. If you're lucky, you might be able to take those soldiers by surprise. Let's try this.
Well, now the door's open.
We'll need to head back out.
Oh, for fuck's... Oh, shit. No, 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 no. Okay, sometimes when you load, it automatically fires. Okay. Please don't do your speech again. Do the boost. Please. Oh, thank God.
Let's try this.
So funny. We're only halfway done. Oh, God. What do you mean you have to rest? You took Anne's step. You're not even out of it.
Lead the way, Calhoun.
All right,
Hold on, Calhoun. You'll have to slow down a bit. All right, let's stick together.
Can't let you do that, Calhoun. Stairwell? Oh, okay. What's so well about it?
Now there's no time to waste.
Shut up.
Let's hurry. There's no time.
No! What are you doing? Dude, you're dead. All right, you know what? Whatever. Okay, you pull it, you tank it. You pull it, you tank it. All right, we done fucking around? We done? Yeah, I'm supposed to be. We're playing on hard, by the way, and it sucks because the enemies are just so bullet spongy that if you're in a tight area like this, you just have to play like shit, just. And I don't do that because I have no patience. So we're gonna get down to like 1 HP soon, and then we're just gonna go into a quick load fucking spiral. Heal with soda. Can you really? Oh, we're back here again. Oh, it's like a Metroidvania. All right, cool. Where is this guy?
Yes, let's go.
All right.
Hold on, Calhoun. I need to take a break. Let's go. I need to rest a bit before... Right. You won't even know I'm here.
Oh, I will.
Yes, here it is.
What?
You need to break through this to get to the elevator.
Okay, all right, I see now. All right. All right, could I have done this earlier?
I see you've already found the elevator. Let's hurry then. We should have chosen the lambda reactor for an escape, but the group there is bent on fighting the creatures. All their hopes set on someone named Freeman.
Is he supposed to be with us right now, or what? Oh, no. Get on the elevator. Make sure you jump at the bottom or else your feet might get stuck to the floor. Hate you.
We need to stick together.
Jump. Jump. Nope, he's still useful. Okay.
Dr. Rosenberg, thank God we made it. We've managed to piece together some of the larger equipment, but you'll need to oversee the rest of the construction.
Man, this is the most Half-Life 2 of them, huh? Alright, are you done now? No? Okay, alright. Okay. Let it be stand, weebs, that it's not just anime games I could just completely check out toward the end, alright? Like, I am so fucked up right now. How is he essential?
Someone will have to go to the border world and activate the device.
Will we?
I'm afraid you're the only one who can do this.
Why?
Seeing as how everyone else will be needed to operate the equipment.
Oh.
We should be able to get you fairly close to where the survey team had set up, but
Oh boy.
the likelihood on
How long will you continue today? Until we're done.
maximum strength.
We're doing this today. I don't care. We're finishing. And then I'm going to show you my Factorio factory. But not really. We're not doing that. Oh, you push the button. Maybe all you have to do is push the button. Yeah, okay, alright. Alright, is it ready?
We're almost there.
Oh. Do it, Simmons! Do it! Yeah, your job's done! Shit.
Good deal. It's open. Calhoun, enter the teleporter.
Why do I have to kill every NPC? Because sometimes when I do something funny happens. If you thought Zen 1 was bad, there's no way this is worse than Zen 1. And then the chat lit up with Fido. Or smiley faces. Oh, it's the acoustic guitar hallway again. Brum, 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 brum. On a Belt was my favorite. Weak bait, -2. Isn't this the same music from Opposing Force? Oh, just make a vent without a head crab challenge. Whose idea was this? This is not fun. Why does Zen have vents? 1999 gaming. Oh, we're right back here now. Okay, we went through the wrong vent. So it's a maze. Great. We love you, Joe, no matter your transportation choices. That's not true. That's not true. Okay, apparently this was the way. This looks like a boss room. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. Fuck. Yeah. What's your favorite Command & Conquer game, chat? And be warned, there's a correct answer. Red Alert 2. There it is. There's the right answer. Oh, they move. Really? This sucks so bad. They're all average. Wow. Red Alert 2 is like legitimately a great game. Ew. Like he's just looking at this with his bare eyes right now. Do you play Generals 1 or 2? I think I played Generals 1. That was interesting. Is Command & Conquer Generals the one where you can play as China and you can have like a bunch of like, you can make a hacker unit that just sits in your base with a laptop just earning you money? Yeah? That's fucking weird, huh? I think Command & Conquer Red Alert 2 is the best one because it has the most creative units. It's really, really fun. It's wacky bullshit in the best way. Really? Oh wow, these are bullet spongy as hell. Okay, what are we supposed to do now? We're supposed to change it to a different setting? No, it's still there. Focus emitters aligned. Do I destroy it? Backtrack through the... Oh, I'm done! Okay, I guess I do this now. Man, you just know that From Software played this game and was like, whoa, this shit is fire. Especially for Dark Souls 3. I will not tolerate Dark Souls 3 standard. Hey, I really enjoyed Dark Souls 3, but... Man, it's rough at some points. Especially the beginning. The soft puppet guy ambushes in Lothric can just fuck off. I'm almost afraid to admit this, chat, but that is the only part in all of the Dark Souls games that I use items. And those items are the fire bombs. I have no idea how you're meant to melee kill those guys in Dark Souls 3. I have no clue. Pus of Man, you can use a torch the same as the firebomb. What is that if not just using another item? Oh, we're gonna take fall damage now. That's great. Awesome, thank you. Very cool, Blue Shift. There's some hollows in that area that the big sock puppet guys burst out of, and I've never been able to kill them reliably melee without taking damage. Like they just are insane. So I just throw fire bombs at them. That's the only way I know how to kill them, and that's only if I fail at rushing them down, like just running in and hitting the guy before it spawns. But I think you get less souls from that. So I don't know how you're meant to kill them melee. Also, I don't know how you're meant to kill the ones that come out of the dragons later with melee. Although I think I did it once, and I thought I just got lucky. You're playing Elden Ring right now with heavy weapons, and your Elden Ring video keeps reverberating in my head, like in a negative way, like you're disagreeing with it, or. Oh wow, my eyes. All right, we done?
Good job, Mr. Calhoun. We began.
Still no? What about Simmons? All right, fine. All right, let's go. What are we doing now?
To keep putting you in this position, but you must realize that if someone doesn't go down there, then none of us will get out of here alive.
Okay, is this an elevator too?
Show the best it-
I feel like I'm not getting sucked off enough for what I just did. Went through Zen, did a thing, killed a bunch of... Really? Okay, whatever, dude.
Here we are. Down below are the old power generators that were used to service this lab.
We don't go to Ravenholm.
What we're looking for down there.
Seriously, this feels very much like Half-Life 2, doesn't it?
Make sure it's charged and
In the worst ways. Okay, now. Really? Alright, well, what about one shot as a treat? Alright, there we go, we're done. One bullet. No! What the fuck? Oh no! Has there been any new enemies in this one? Another thing that was that turned out to be very valuable for me in my line of work when it comes to testing games was I think this is just a scientific method, although maybe it's just a part of the scientific method, and that's a lot more broad than I'm going to say right now. The idea that when you have to have a controlled experiment and testing variables, and that if you change too much, this can be applied to a lot of areas in your life. That you need to really be able to know what you're testing and don't add new variables or change different variables when you're doing a test. And this can be very difficult when you're testing some of the parameters in a video game, like, okay, how does this work? What was the system here? How is damage being taken? How is damage being dealt? You know, like that sort of thing. It's really important to really understand how that works, and that ties into arguments a little bit, I think, too. You know, like you can't just change multiple things and think that you're doing a good experiment. Like an example of when I did that and people didn't understand what I was doing was when we were playing Persona 5, and we were fighting the Trudeau boss, and the boss kept saying the boss is looking at on when you're supposed to send someone up somewhere, and I sent Ryuji up and I got smacked for it. And then in the next turn, I was like, okay, is it actually meant to be on, or is it someone else? Does it happen every single time? And I didn't want to change anything else, so I went with someone else and tested it, and then it turned out, okay, yeah, it is on. Now, whether that was a waste of time or not, you know, I didn't want to send on, and then after I send on, it's like, oh, I just got lucky that time, and I know that it's that. I wanted to know if that was actually what you're supposed to do, and I was reading the tell right for if I'm supposed to look out for tells for the rest of the game, you know? Why are you so dedicated to pronouncing words wrong? Is her name not on? Don't they call her on in the game? Apart from that, I like to do it as a bit. I think it's funny to pronounce some words wrong. I was really surprised how many people were so angry that I couldn't pronounce some Japanese names and words when we first started streaming. This is the simplest thing in the world. Who does he not know? I've never been exposed to this, dude. Like, how am I supposed to know something I don't know? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I've tried to get better at it, but, you know, some things I say bad on purpose now. But, like, I think I've gotten a bit better. Another one I learned a good lesson from, like, so many years ago now when I first read it was the one about girls and math. And this was really illuminating to show how some people are really subtly racist and sexist, you know, because it applies to different races too, or minority groups, I guess. I shouldn't say outright racist. There's a man doing math and he's bad at it, and the teacher goes, "Wow, you're really bad at math. Like, you suck at math." And the girl is doing math and the girl is bad at math, and the teacher or whoever's there says, "Wow, girls suck at math." And that was really illuminating about how these insidious little thoughts can creep in with how you view people in groups, and not seeing them as individuals anymore, and seeing them as seeing them collectively instead of as a person. It's another form of dehumanizing people that you can do without really realizing it. I added a whole idea there about whether or not it was the teacher or not, which was completely unnecessary. What if you put a metal gun between the wires so much? Yeah, use your crowbar and just, you know, connect it right here. Just lay the crowbar down. What if I push something to complete the circuit? Oh, this is metal. Is this gonna work? Ha! Neat. All right, cool. Nintendo fans in shambles right now. In shambles. Wait, hold on. Are we really gonna move the barrels and then flood it again to make a bridge? Is that what we're doing right now? This is like so much like Half-Life 2. Isn't Half-Life 2 a lot like this? It is. Yeah, it's very much like this. Very, very janky kind of physics-based puzzles. Wow, that really is what you do. I'm stunned. This is giving me some really, really heavy Half-Life 2 live vibes, though. Oh, for fuck's sake. Very related to anything, but regarding Persona 5 Royal, the recent re-release includes all the DLCs, which gives you a boatload of stuff that shatters the game's balance. You think you'd mod that out, or just say fuck it and go with it? If I remember what's there or what I shouldn't have, I'll just not use it if that's possible. But if not, I don't know if I'm gonna mod it out or not. Like I don't really need to have a good balanced playthrough of that. Like I already beat that game on hard the first time, so it's fine. I've done my time, and I want out. Oh, they're DLC personas. Oh, I thought it was just gonna be like cosmetic items and shit. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I mean, it doesn't really matter because we're just gonna try and fuse an OC and just use OC for the rest of it. Remember when you guys got Northern Lion to say OC? Sorry, Northern Lion. We almost done, chat? We have to be close to the end right now, right? He said 100 people typed, it's because of OC. Oh, God. Okay, what is this? We going to Zen but nice? Or is this it? Mission accomplished? We're going to go back up and tell them we did it now? This is what we have to do? Nuclear power, but good. Why would you do that when you can just have 15,000 solar panels and 10,000 accumulators? What are you doing? Ah, oh. Ah, okay. All right, okay. We could have jumped over there. Why is this game called Blue Shift? I believe it's a physics-based wordplay, like or reference, like Half-Life. But it's also your uniform is blue and you're on a work shift, so it is the blue shift. That's pretty much it.
I was hoping you'd show up. You have to get this power cell
Here. Power cell delivery lift. All right, cool. Thank you. What do you think you are? Ocarina of Time? All this block pushing? Reload? All right, I'll reload. All right, what am I reloading for? Thank you, pilot.
I was hoping you'd show up. You have to get this power cell charged and back up to Dr. Rosenberg. I'd help, but I'm hurt pretty bad. You can probably push the power cell through the fence into the charging station behind me. Let me see if I can get out of the way. Oh.
Man, it'd be so much better if we had a belt for this. If we are close to the end, I see why people were upset when the game came out. It is pretty short, and it hasn't really got much new going on. I don't think there's been a new enemy, and the level design has been a little more purposeful than Opposing Force, but some of these puzzles are pretty boring. Some of them have been good, though. All right, all this for a power cell. Sorry, it was instinct.
We've already begun preparing the device with the fresh power cell you set up. This time, however, the process is going to be a bit more complex, so I'll need you to help me in the main room. Let's hurry.
+2 chatter. Where's the +2? Where's the +2? I'm not seeing the +2. Funniest shit I've ever read. What? Belts are nice, but most of them go to weight. Alright, +2. +2. I'm doing that courtroom meme where, you know, the attorney is reluctantly clapping at the good performance. Very nice. Yeah, +2.
All right. I'll stay down here to monitor the system levels and direct the procedure. I need you to climb up to the control room and activate the main power. Once the process has started, you'll also need to release the damping locks each time the system has charged in order to open the displacement field. Don't worry, Mr. Calhoun. The process is simple, and I'll let you know when you need to do something.
Okay, thank you. Wish I could read. My personality for the judge in Ace Attorney is canon in my head.
What are you waiting for, Calhoun? Get up to the control room and locate the main power switch.
Where's Simmons?
Very good. Stand by, Calhoun. Once the system is initialized, it will take a few moments for the interpolating resonance coils to achieve focus.
Alright, and then we get teleported out of there, but everyone gets out except for you, who gets caught up by G-Man, who's been suspiciously absent in this game. Oh no! I'm going quick. I'm doing it! I'm doing it! Which game to stream was your best? What's the best game we've streamed, or what's the best stream we've had? The best game we've streamed is either Undertale or Outer Wilds. The best streams that we've had, that would be up to chat, I think.
When the main charge meter reaches full, I'll need you to open the displacement field from the control room.
Okay, where's it full? Show me where it's full. I don't see a meter. I don't see a meter.
You're almost there.
All right, good. All right, tell me when to hit the button.
Okay, this is...
I'm sorry. All right, stop doing it, Joe. You're prolonging it. Stop doing it. Let's just...
Throw the switch located at the window of the control room. There, the field is open. Go now, Walter.
Walter?
Very good, Calhoun. I'll begin charging the system for the next teleport event.
What? We're going one by one? Oh, this sucks. The padding is real. Uh-oh. We've got hostiles.
All right, we've reached full charge again. Open the field, Calhoun. You must go now, Simmons.
Bullet went after him. So you didn't see it.
Next, but don't worry, Mr. Calhoun. I've set the system to automatically start the charging sequence once I've made it through.
Oh, okay.
Just wait for the levels to reach full again and open the field like you've been doing.
Or I kill you and go myself. Nope, can't do it. All right. Oh, those are the power levels. Okay.
All right.
What could go wrong?
Good luck, Mr. Calhoun. I'll see you on the other side.
No! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shit! I've been hit. Oh, really?
Mr. Calhoun, I'll see you on the other side.
What? No, it's mine. You cheesy ass game.
See you on the other side.
Joe, that end. Is this the end? There's no boss? Whoa. Whoa. Oh man, sorry, I should have warned you about that again.
Ah, there he is. Calhoun, you've arrived. When you didn't come through right away, we thought that Oh no, there's something wrong here. Simmons, come look at Calhoun. His body seems to be in some sort of resonance displacement.
Only 6 minutes insomnium.
Oh, thank God you
Oh,
made it.
you guys were leaving without me, huh?
The malfunction occurred at the last moment, and you might have been caught in an infinite harmonic reflux. If that's the case, then you're lucky to be standing here.
It crashed. Now the mouse hardware is gone again.
Displacement.
Deja vu. Save? I don't think I can save. Saving is gonna crash again. All right, save it here. What the fuck? I'm gone. I don't give a shit. I'm gone. This bit isn't funny. Just finishing it. It's not a fucking bit.
But if that's the case, then you're lucky to be standing here. Then again, we're all lucky. Thanks to you, however, we were actually able to pull off this half-brained idea. We made it, Mr. Calhoun. We made it.
Barney will return. Half-Life 2. Subject Calhoun, status out of range. No further comment. What? That's it? Wow. Alright. If this was bundled in with Opposing Force, it would have been good. But as its own thing, wow. That's lean. Do you think that they asked them to do this so they could have this character in Half-Life 2, or did they just use this character later on, maybe? Like, people said it was supposed to be bundled with the Dreamcast Half-Life 1 port. Was it? Okay. I guess it kind of makes sense. Do you guys really want to see the Factorio? Like, really? All right, before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about Half-Life 1, Opposing Force, and Blue Shift. Definitely, I think they get worse as they go along. Half-Life 1 is the best, and then Opposing Force, then Blue Shift. Although Blue Shift did have some parts that were better than Opposing Force. Opposing Force did have some parts that were better than... No, I don't think Opposing Force had any part that was... No, the last boss was better in Opposing Force than the last boss in Half-Life 1. Overall, I think they hold up pretty well. Like, they're like a little bit buggy, a little bit kind of like, where am I supposed to go? But in terms of just letting you play the game, I still think they're pretty good. They're decent. They're fun. If you were to like make these games today with this kind of visuals, I think there would be a little bit more put into the gameplay and some of the level design quirks and shit. But I think that they're pretty good. They hold up pretty well. I enjoyed my time with all of them except for Blue Shift. Really started to drag toward the end. But Half-Life 2 has that same problem too, so I'm really surprised at how many parallels I can draw between Half-Life 2 and Blue Shift of all of them. Like, Blue Shift is the most like Half-Life 2, and that's so odd to me. Yeah, they were good though. They were decent. Yeah, it was a good time. I'm glad I finally played Opposing Force and Blue Shift. They've been on my list for a while. Probably gonna forget them. They play better in normal difficulty, probably, but like clearly I was just out of practice and just a shitter because it got better for me as they went on. I got more into it and I was able to land better shots. I was able to play better. I don't know. I was playing a little bit cheesy with some of the soldiers in some parts of it though, so I'm not sure if that's still a good thing. Maybe it is still better played on normal. I don't know. All right, here, okay, here. Look. Look. All right, look. I got the beginnings of my second bus for space shit. All right, this is the bus I'm doing. All right, I do a bus where I just underbelt this part because I just make a shit ton of this stuff. I don't give a shit. I don't do the double spacing, triple spacing bus. I don't give a fuck. All right, here's my other bus is down there somewhere. I'll show it to you in a second. I'll show it to you right now actually. Here's my main bus that I used for the first amount of science stuff and getting all through the tech. All right, this is my main bus here. All right, and this is using just materials that are just mined out of a couple of fields. So copper and some iron up here. They're kind of going a little bit low. All right, so here's my main bus that I'm using to make all the science stuff, and here's my rocket fuel factory, and here's where the science goes, and I'm capped out on that. Right, I'm done. Like, I have nothing else to research with this. All right, so here's my second bus that I'm going to just make space capsules and shit with, and for that I'm using core miners. All right, so core fragments that I'm doing. All right, so this, I haven't gotten very far in this yet. So here's all of my smelters here, the turning copper. I assume it's going to get backed up at some point, so I'm fine with there being too many, so it's fine. And here's my recyclers that are with the overflow. It's not really tuned all that efficient yet, but that's what I'm doing. Up here is where the coal goes at the end of the bus, and all the excess coal gets burnt off into radars that are just burning all of the shit, and it's just electric boilers to make the steam just to kill all the power. This is turned out to be overkill, but I had a lot of coal at the first point. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. All right, so this is going to turn into where I make stuff for stuff for the cargo for space capsules. This bus here is just going to be make space shit. It's just going to make space capsules, cargo rocket sections, that sort of shit. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Now, if you go over here, like, look, I'm using trains. I'm using trains to transport stuff from all these materials here. All right, because I like using trains. All right. All right. I have extra. I think what's going over here. This is extra coal. Coming over here. This is a coal one that the trains are coming from here. All right. Here's what I'm doing. But single-sided trains, why? I don't care. It's just a whatever, okay? It's whatever. I just like doing the loop-de-loop, and it looks fun. I don't like having 2 train cars on either side, okay? Why are you transporting coal if you're just burning? Because this is the old bus. This is the old one. I didn't do core mining until recently. This is the new build. Pay attention, Boulder. This is the new build. This is the new core mining one. I wasn't doing that for a long time. At first, I was doing shit mined from the ground, and I needed coal for that, okay? Pay attention, all right? This is the old one that does all the science and shit. Here's my meteor defense array over here. Very proud of this, okay? And here's my acre of solar panels. All right? And here's my accumulators. All right, let me tell you a story about what happened. All right, so in space exploration, every so often a coronal mass ejection happens, and they will go on different planets. All right, so there was it was like 500 gigajoules of energy was going to come, all right? It had a 6.4 gigawatts peak power thing, all right? So I very like worriedly scrambled to make all of these accumulators and solar panels and also as much power everywhere else that I could possibly do, all right? To do this, all right, to power the umbrella, all right, to stop the coronal mass, because that's how much power it takes to stop it, because it's the beams of shit that comes from the nearby star that will destroy your factory, okay? And it was countdown, and it just took like 24 real game hours. This was counting down, and I just let this idle into making as many accumulators. Like look at all these accumulators I have. Look at all these where's my solar panel? Look at all the solar panels I have, okay? All these solar panels. Why is that X'd out? I want more. I don't have enough, clearly. And I was like, all right, here it comes here comes the coronal mass, and I had misread the target of the coronal mass, and it hit, and it was in orbit around the star, not even on the planet. It wasn't even targeting this planet. So I'm like ready, and it wasn't even targeted at me. So it's like I just, nothing happened. So yeah, so that was great. This is Factorio, okay? Look, all right, look. First of all, let me show you the space stuff, because the space stuff is really cool. All right, so here, when I'm pressing N right now, this is M, this is the map, right? And when I press N, I go to satellite view, and this is the satellite view because there's satellites in orbit, and I can view the whole entire thing. If I can zoom out, here's the map, all right? Here's the planet that we're on. That's the whole map, all right? So if you hit N and you go to satellite view down here, I can go to orbit around the planet, and this is like an orbit layer. And then I can go to the orbit around the star, and I can go to the system, and this is the star that I'm around, and this is another planet. This is my planet. These are 2 moons around my planet. Here's another planet. Here's the asteroid belt. Here's planet, and there's the interstellar map that has even more stars that are on here too that you can go to later, I think. I don't know. So that's my system, right? So I can go to here, and I can be like, all right, Morgana. And I can view this surface, and here's another planet I can go to that has its own different resources and aliens and stuff like that. Okay, Planet Morgana. Yeah, I did not name the planets. So it's pretty cool. So there's a moon around my planet right now that I've scanned, and this is the whole moon, right? And it's like another little map that has. If we look at I'm not very good at the controls. If we go here, it's got a lot of crude oil on it. It has a little bit of cryonite. I don't really know what that is, and it has iridite. I don't really know what that is either. Whereas my star planet has a lot of crude oil, iron, stone, copper, coal, uranium ore, okay? And this is the asteroid belt, and the asteroid belt has a bunch of stuff on it. It also has a spaceship on here that I can steal, I guess? I don't know. I don't know what that's all about. And I don't know how you're supposed to, like, mine the asteroids. Like, you're supposed to just put miners on and just make scaffolding between them or whatever. I don't really know how to do it. So my next goal is to get into orbit and to get to this orbiting platform to make some space stuff that you can only make in space. So there's, like, certain things, like space assembling machine can only be made in space. If you see it down here, or cannot be placed on land. You can only place it in space. And then there's faster belts, which are the space transport belts, can only be made in the space assembly machine, and that can only be placed in space. So that sort of thing. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, so here, look, I have these core miners, all right? Here are the core miners. So you do these, and they spit out these core fragments. It's backed up right now because I haven't set up my oil using the oil in my new bus, all right? And they spit out, the more you have, the more you get, but it's a diminishing returns, okay? And I wanted to do them all. So I did them all. So this is spitting out two fragments a second, all right? And instead of, like, look how many there are. There's one here. Look where the blue lines, these are going to them, okay? The blue lines are all the core drillers, all right? Now, imagine a rail network that goes all the way around here, man. That's using half the belt too. No, that's wrong, because the fucking belts feed into essential belts, and then it uses both sides of them. See? You can't fucking, like, it doesn't produce enough fucking stuff to even fill the belt. So why bother with it? Look, they all feed into one central belt. See here, look, it belt. There you go. Why not? But it's full because it's fucking backed up with the oil here. I just said that. God damn it, Boulder. God damn it. I'm not using them all over here. That's why. Or maybe I am now, but I wasn't before. Like, I need more of these, or I need to fix, like, my crude oil keeps getting backed up for some reason. I don't know why. I don't really understand it. I think I need more pipes maybe, or one of them's not set up properly. I don't know. So what's wrong with this setup? I don't understand. Having so many trains that are stopping at, like, I don't God knows how many fucking core drills there are. I think it's like 30 or something, or 40. That's an insane amount of stops for trains. Just belt it. Who cares? You need one train for all this? I would need one fucking track that goes to them all, maybe, or multiple tracks, which is such a nightmare for logistics. Why not just belt it? If you peek in the den, arrow is seething. Why are you seething? What's wrong with the setup? I don't understand. What's wrong with it? Here's my starter. Here's where I started right at the beginning. This is where I landed, right? Here's my starter, and then I went over here and I did this part over here for the first bus, and then I went over here and now I'm doing my core fragment one. There's literally nothing wrong with this. This is the best option for this problem. Best option. I love trains. I think trains have their place. Trains were not the best option for this problem. No fucking way. I love the random brick paths, iconic Factorio vibe. Yeah, as I'm just, like, clearing areas with the drones, right? Like, and I'm getting stone instead of, like, I don't have any stone on me right now. Like, as I'm clearing, like, I send out the drones to clear the shit, right? And as my inventory fills up, instead of, like, to get rid of it, I just plunk it down like this. So, like, because I don't need it. I'm just clearing the path so I can build, right? So that's what I do. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? We want to put all the fucking stone in the thing. I've oodles of stone. I've so much stone I don't even know what to do with it. I'm compacting it into fucking landfill down here. You never have enough stone? No way. No way, man. I'm always got too much stone. Concrete the entire amount. You know what? I will. What do you think of my burn off all the coal place? This is pretty good, right? I mean, it's not working right now, but it's pretty good, right? Like, who cares? Originally, I had a bunch of boxes with claw arms that were just exchanging the same resources box to box forever, but that wasn't burning enough power, so I went with radar instead. Pollution map. I have biters turned off on the base map because they're stupid. So, like, I have them on, they're on the other planet, so I get to have combat, but on the base planet it's stupid. You want to see pollution map? Let's see. Yeah, it's not too bad, see? Why do you need to burn power? Okay, so here's why. So these things, right, are so hold on, let me go to the core fragment, the thing. All right. So I just did that completely wrong. I'm sorry. This thing here. So this is a core mining drill, okay? So these will drill down into the core of the planet and spit out these things called core fragments, and it will do it forever. As long as it has power, it does it forever. These are infinite use. They will never run out. They're not like the other resource fields on the planet. Forever and ever and ever that you can get these. It'll do it forever. And you use these to in these things called pulverizers. So the pulverizers will take it and it will spit out, as you can see on the screen right now, for every 20 of them, it'll spit out 8 iron, 8 copper, 4 coal, 8 stone, and it has an 8% chance of some uranium ore, 16 crude oil, 16 water, and 4 pyroflux. All right? So the problem is that if you don't have a balanced use for all of these resources, it'll stop. Like, this will fill up with coal, or you won't be able to produce anymore because wherever your coal is going is going to back up the machine, and you won't be able to make they won't be able to run with the other things. As you can see right now, it's happening with crude oil. See, there's too much crude oil in this thing, and it's not producing anything because the crude oil is backed up. So I need to burn off the crude oil. I don't know why it's not moving down. Look at all the pumps I have. Are the pumps facing the wrong way? Like, why is it not? It's not like. If I flush out the system, would that be better? I don't understand. Maybe I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with the oil. Maybe I need to burn more of it, but like I calculated it, and I think I'm using more than I have, so maybe I just need to let it run for a couple hours and then it'll do it. Or I could just like flush the system and it'll be fine, and we'll see. So the problem is that not a lot of recipes I use coal. So here, as you can see, if I don't need any more metal plates or copper plates, the ore just doesn't get used by the smelters, and it just goes all the way over here to the recyclers, and it becomes landfill. So it's like 50, I think, 50 to become landfill. So I have like a huge backlog here. If this ever gets filled up, then I'll have to make a logic circuit to deal with it or whatever. I haven't touched them yet. So I can get rid of all the excess that I have, so these machines are still operating all the time to give me the resources I do need. Well, coal you can't turn into landfill, and coal is not used in a lot of recipes. So what I do is just any of the coal that doesn't get used just goes all the way up here, because I left room for the bus just in case I want to expand it. It goes all the way up here and just gets burned into energy that's doing nothing. So that's what I'm doing. Maybe that would tell you something. What would tell me something? Do you have any oil wells? I have oil wells on the other bus, like the other one here. So I have oil here being pumped into containers that's being trained back to the thing. Put pumps between the oil tanks. Is that what I need to do? I thought about doing that and I wasn't sure if that works. So I need to put some pumps between these, and that'll do it. Okay. This is worse than the variant Sudoku. Then leave, my weeb. You can go. The stream's over. People in chat wanted to see my shit. No large towers. What towers? Thank you for the tip about putting pumps between the tanks. Your oil needs more belts. It's true. It does. It does. What is a pipe, but if not a belt? Add a mod that lets you burn on. Yeah, but I want the tailored space exploration experience. You know. And you've been doing this instead of the Ragnarok review and the Witcher 3 video. Okay, I get it. Not at all. Like I said, I usually just leave this in idle. You're looking at this and you're not understanding the game, or you don't know it. You can easily iterate things. Like this. This took very little time for how many items are here, because you can just copy, right? And then you can just paste it wherever you want. I can't paste it there because there's shit there. So I can paste it, right? And then I can go over, and my fleet of fucking drones will just go over and just put it for me. See? It just gets placed for me. So it's not as much as you think it is. It's shit just idles, and then I go in and I just set this up, and sometimes I'll even put a belt. Because I love my belts. I'll actually just put a belt down, and so I'm moving, and I can just walk away from the computer, and I will just it'll just fucking like autocomplete while I'm gone, that sort of thing. You can even undo too. It's pretty cool. I don't know anything about Factorio, but I'm learning you need more belts. Yeah. Uh-oh, did I just undo something over here that I did? Make a concrete decoy off snow. Do I have any concrete? I have some stone. Just don't say. Yeah, it's true. I can just not save. Yeah. All right, hold on. Oh no, I ran out. I'm gonna need more. Coal liquefaction. I don't have it. Where is it? Look at this tech tree, man. Look how much shit is added by space exploration. I've launched rockets. Look at this shit. Look how far it goes. Where's your stone now? Yeah, it's true. You can search for it? Where? Where can I search? Oh, here. Coal liquefaction. Oh, it's pretty high up. Need production science pack. And a space science pack. So yeah, I don't have it yet. What does it do? Coal, heavy oil, and steam turns into heavy oil, light oil, and petroleum gas. Oh, that's really good. Holy shit. That's awesome. I want that. I really want that. That's really good. I could use that for my coal excess for sure. So yeah, like I said, the next goal is to get up into space, but like setting this up with the core miners and everything, like I don't know how much time that took, but in terms of hours, but in terms of days, it took like a week because I don't play it for very much. Or I just let the game idle. So I'm really slow going. That's why I have so many, that's why I have so much shit, but I don't have much progress to show for it because I just let the game run. You're gonna love the production science pack, am I? You want to scale everything up for space exploration, I think. Okay, based on this, Space X mod seems kind of bad. Why? It's not. Don't judge my shitty gameplay. What the hell? Oh man. Oh man. Any questions about it before I go? MIO pacing of Vanilla Factorio seems more fun. Well, like, I mean, at this point, it for the first part of it, it's very much like Vanilla Factorio, and it's just the same game, more or less. And then when you're done with that, you have this whole other game afterwards if you want to continue. So, in a way, it is paced the same way as Vanilla. It's just that, do you want to have more game to play afterwards? I don't know if it's going to be for me, by the way. I don't know. Like, I might get up here and be like, okay, this is tedious. I don't want to do it. Although, those upgraded solar panels up there look pretty cool. What's the next game? Half-Life 2 or Black Mesa? Half-Life 2 is the next game we're playing on Tuesday. I don't know if we're going to stream tomorrow or not. If we do, I'll just start streaming tomorrow and we'll see. I'm not going to say either way. Anyway, Joe, you have fun with your factory and use steam storage for coronal mass ejection defense. No, I don't want to. I know all about that. I don't want to do it. No, I'm not doing it. That seems like an exploit to me. How does the steam stay hot forever? That's stupid. It wouldn't stay hot forever. No. Yeah, this mod is fun and if you actually use train. Okay, fuck it. I'm Alt F4 out. Alt F4 out. See you on Tuesday. Motherfuckers. Fucking with the fucking trains and the fucking bullshit. Fucking not understanding that sometimes belts are there too. Sometimes you gotta use a belt. So use the fucking train. Just a train. Oh, it has to travel 10 meters from one end to the other. Oh, better use a train. Better use a train. It's got better throughput. Better use a train. Fucking